record. Yeah, because Julia also like has bad connection. Yeah, today.
Mm.
So okay. So in the page 85, listening. So we're going to listen to 5 news stories related to work, and we have to just match each story to one of the sentences. And
Mhm.
there is one extra sentence. Okay, so let me share the sound. Mhm. It's 31.
Track 31. 1.
A 27-year-old call centre worker has been fined and has lost his job after eating a colleague's biscuits. While working a night shift, Michael Campbell decided to dip into what remained of a biscuit tin that had been left in the office. The following day, however, a co-worker returned to find her £7 gift selection gone and decided to search CCTV footage so as to find the culprit. Campbell was charged with stealing and brought before a magistrate, who ordered him to repay the cost of the biscuits as well as a £150 fine. He was also dismissed from his job as a result of the incident and is currently retraining as a bar manager.
2.
Firefighters are holding a one-day strike today as part of a long-running dispute over pensions. With swingeing cuts taking place throughout the public sector, the government wants to raise the retirement age for firefighters from 55 to 60 and say it'll mean they can avoid making redundancies in the service. The Firefighters Union, however, has concerns about the ability of staff to fulfill all their duties beyond 55, given the nature of the work. It claims the government had previously promised to guarantee the pensions of firefighters who fail the compulsory medical at 55, but now it was going back on that promise. The government denies this and condemns the strike and is assuring the public that emergency calls will be dealt with. The action has also prompted some MPs to call for legislation preventing employees in essential services from striking.
3.
A postman who was sacked after taking a week off work to mourn the death of a pet has been awarded £10,000 compensation. The Employment Tribunal was told David Portman had a history of sick leave due to a number of accidents and injuries, and had been absent for a total of 137 days in just 5 years. In his defence, Mr. Portman claimed the majority of his injuries were incurred during the course of his duties at work. However, when he took further leave following the death of his dog, he was sacked. The tribunal concluded this was a step too far, as his previous leave had been legitimate and managers had failed to inform Mr. Portman that he could have applied for compassionate leave.
4.
A report commissioned by the ECA, which represents European pilots, has raised concerns about aviation safety. The report found 17% of pilots were on insecure contracts and not employed directly by the airline, with young pilots being particularly badly affected. Many of them have no guarantees of work and not only have to pay for initial training, uniforms and overnight stays, but in some cases even subsidize the airline through pay-to-fly schemes, whereby young pilots can gain flying experience. The ECA is concerned about this casualization of contracts because the report found pilots in this group were more reluctant to disobey the airline's instructions, even if they had safety or health concerns. It also claims the pilots may miss out on important training. The pilot union is therefore calling for new rules to crack down on these atypical contracts.
5.
A woman has failed in her discrimination claim against the company which employed her, which refused to pay her wages in full when she went on maternity leave. What makes the case unusual is that the company, Cap's Kitchen Tiles, is a family business run by her own father. Mandy Platt claimed the decision was the final straw in a series of incidents where her father had expressed displeasure at the pregnancy. Her father, Andy Capp, was relieved at the verdict, saying he'd fulfilled the statutory requirements with regards to his daughter and was simply ensuring his business remained secure to pass on to all his children.
Okay.
Mhm.
So let's try to match, yeah, each story.
Mhm.
So number one,
I have A. What about you?
I was thinking about A, but I wasn't sure that taking a biscuit is something illegal.
But
Yeah, but
it appeared to be because he was fined.
yeah, he was fined. He was accused, yeah, of what? Of stealing. Yeah. So
Yeah.
okay. So yeah, agree. Then B. Number two, it's F, I believe.
Yeah, I also put F at the very beginning, and then I thought maybe it's D because initially they had an agreement that if you can't pass compulsory medical
Mm-hmm.
medical test, you have to, so you go, so
You
you
have to
will become a
retire, yeah.
pensioner. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
you will retire at the early age.
Mm-hmm.
And now they want to break this agreement. I'm not sure if it's agreement or employment laws.
That's a question, actually. I guess we will have to check. So let's maybe go on and then, yeah.
Yeah, and then we will check. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay, so
Okay.
number three, post. It was about a postman, yeah, and I think it's A, yeah, because the employer did something illegal. So in number one, it was B.
Sorry. Yes,
Yeah.
employer and employee. Okay,
Yeah.
so number one, it's B. Yeah.
Uh-huh. And number three, I believe it's A. Yeah, so like the employer did something illegal because they
Mm-hmm.
like
Yeah.
yeah, the company sacked the postman. Yeah, because he took too many days off. Yeah.
Yeah, because and the last one was because of his dog. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes, he was right. Uh-huh. Okay, so number four, I have F. So that's why I decided to change.
Mhm.
I'm not sure. Okay, so it was about pilots who
Mhm.
works on how do we call it? So they have special contracts, and I forgot how to call them. Okay, so special contracts that they don't belong to the employer directly, but like they work, I don't know, something like free time there.
Mhm. Yeah, so it was about like casualization, yeah, of contracts, and
Mm-hmm.
they mentioned insecure contracts that, yeah, according to which the employer doesn't have to pay for anything, yeah, and I mean, so I believe that there was a piece of information about that the young pilots should buy the uniform themselves. They even sometimes have to pay for the experience. Yeah, like
Mm-hmm.
something like pay and fly or something like.
Hotels.
Yeah. So, and I
Mm-hmm.
believe it's but I would say it's D.
Okay, so we have these two places like
Yeah,
so I have 2D and 4F, and you have like vice
yeah,
versa.
vice versa. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, then, and the last one, I believe it's what is it? It's E. The employer reduced staff to cut costs. Because as far as I understood, this woman. Ah, oh my God, why? But it was nothing. There was nothing about the redundancy. Yeah. Hmm. I'm confused.
Sorry, my internet was off, probably
Ah, ah. Okay,
something.
okay, okay. Well, so I guess I'm confused because first of all I thought that it was E, but now I just realized that there was nothing about redundancies and
I okay, I at the very beginning I was daydreaming at the
okay.
beginning of the very first part, and then I heard only that the girl was pregnant and her father is the head of the firm,
Mm-hmm.
and he had to pay off some kind of fine, I don't know, or something because he wanted to share his firm. Is it firm? Его фирма, firm?
I think yes, firm.
Company.
I believe we can say. Uh-huh. Okay, company.
Company with all of his grandkids or children, and I didn't take the like I can't see the point of this at all. So I don't know. I put B,
Mm-hmm.
and then no, it's definitely not B.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe A, but again, we had used A already. So we have C and E left, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Probably C.
I think yes, but actually I don't remember anything about proving to be right. But
The
okay.
same, the same.
So maybe let's listen to it once again because I'm not sure that I'm
Yes,
going to.
let's do the last one because yeah, it's kind of difficult.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And maybe before listening, let's discuss the ideas in exercise 7. Yeah. So and then we
Mm-hmm.
can check it. So number one, call center. I think this person, this employee, was working in the call center.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Biscuit. So it's yeah. So he
Mm-hmm.
stole it. CCTV footage. I believe that the victim of the steal was asked to asked to watch the
Yeah.
CCTV camera recordings to understand who stole the biscuits. Then 150 it was a fine, and
Yeah.
retraining. So this guy who stole the biscuits got some retraining, but actually I didn't get the idea which kind of retraining.
Yeah, the same here. Okay, yeah, but you are definitely right. Okay, number two, we have firefighters who got on a strike. Because raise, they didn't ask for a raise if I as far as I'm concerned. It was about
Mm-hmm.
their pension. It was the raise of age of retirement.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it caused lots of concerns because previously government guaranteed that they will be able to retire at the age of 55 if they are not able to pass the compulsory health tests,
Mm-hmm.
and at the end they back off probably, and
I think like back to uh-huh.
backed off, yeah, and government is assuring everyone that everything will be taken care of. I mean, all the fire alarms.
Mm-hmm.
And prompted. What was prompted? I don't remember.
I think that maybe some not strike was prompted. Actually, I don't remember. Yeah.
It's sorry, it prompted something.
Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah. So, and the next one. I'm just trying to, yeah. Da-da-dun. 10,000 pounds. So number 3. It was about the postman. Yeah. So he
Yeah.
got 10,000 pounds compensation from the employer because actually, Moon, I can only guess. Yeah, that this is something like uh not grave. Oh my God, grieve.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like
close.
grieve, yes. He was mourning his cat.
Aha, yeah, okay. Uh, it's like very close to moaning myrtle. Okay. Then tribunal or tribunal. Tribunal. Okay.
Tribunal,
Actually, no, it's
right?
just a moment. Yeah,
Tribunal,
it's tribunal even.
tribunal.
Yeah.
Yeah, tribunal. Oh,
I don't remember the phrase with tribunal, but I believe that it's about that on during the tribunal, the employer was accused of illegal actions, yeah, towards this postman. Then 157 days, it's like total number of days which this postman got as a sick leave within 5 years. And injuries. So I remember the information about that most of the injuries that he got when he needed to take a sick leave, they were connected with his duties. And step, I don't remember anything connected with
the
step.
same here. I don't remember the last step. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Going for. Oh my God, what is number 4?
So number 4, it was about pilots, if I'm not mistaken.
Pilots, yeah.
Yeah.
So the new contracts, which are signed by pilots, are causing a lot of concerns, because they cause lots of casualization. Yeah,
Yeah, casualization. Yeah.
casualization. And lots of people are insecure about what these pilots can do because, again, casualization, because they have to subsidize their own flights and their own experience. For example, they have to pay for their own uniform and for hotels.
Mm-hmm.
And all, 1 second, reluctant. And companies are reluctant to make the contracts official, like to make them work full time, because it will cost them a lot of money. But the situation is calling for some changes. I don't know, because the visualization doesn't help with the behavior of pilots. I don't know.
Actually, yeah,
Okay.
I think the thing with the pilots was the most confusing for me.
Yeah.
Okay, so then
Okay, and number 5. Maybe we can listen to number 5 before we speak about because
yeah,
I don't
because
remember.
the same here. Okay, so let's do it. Where is it? Yeah.
Track 31. 1.
A 27-year-old call centre worker has been fined and has lost his job after eating a colleague's biscuits. While working a night shift, Michael Campbell decided to dip into what remained of a biscuit tin that had been left in the office. The following day, however, a co-worker returned to find her £7 gift selection gone and decided to search CCTV footage so as to find the culprit. Campbell was charged with stealing and brought before a magistrate, who ordered him to repay the cost of the biscuits as well as a £150 fine. He was also dismissed from his job as a result of the incident and is currently retraining as a bar manager.
2.
What he is currently retraining as a bar manager. What is
Bar
it?
manager. Bar
Oh my
manager.
god, bar manager. Bar and oh my god. Okay. So yeah, bar manager. Yeah, sure.
Strange, yeah, strange thing, yeah, but okay.
Yeah, but it's I didn't. There was some expression like deep in da da da. He decided to deep in in what?
I've missed this part actually.
Okay, so I think that it's not so important then. Yeah, but return to gift selection gun. Decided to search footage. Remained for 15. Yeah, decided to dip into what remained of a biscuit tin that had been left in the office. Okay, so it's just okay. Footage, charged for stealing and brought before a magistrate who ordered him to repay the cost. Yeah, okay. So the next one.
Firefighters are holding a one-day strike today as part of a long-running dispute over pensions. With swingeing cuts taking place throughout the public sector, the government wants to raise the retirement age for firefighters from 55 to 60 and say it'll mean they can avoid making redundancies in the service. The Firefighters Union, however, has concerns about the ability of staff to fulfill all their duties beyond 55, given the nature of the work. It claims the government had previously promised to guarantee the pensions of firefighters who fail the compulsory medical at 55, but now it was going back on that promise. The government denies this and condemns the strike and is assuring the public that emergency calls will be dealt with. The action has also prompted some MPs to call for legislation preventing employees in essential services from striking.
So as far as I got the point, who failed the compulsory medical yeah. Yeah, but actually, yeah, we discussed everything correctly as far as I understand, yeah?
Yeah, I think we
And the action has also prompted some MPs to call for legislation preventing employees in essential services from striking. Okay. So then the next one, I guess, yeah.
3.
A postman who was sacked after taking a week off work to mourn the death of a pet has been awarded £10,000 compensation. The Employment Tribunal was told David Portman had a history of sick leave due to a number of accidents and injuries, and had been absent for a total of 137 days in just 5 years. In his defence, Mr. Portman claimed the majority of his injuries were incurred during the course of his duties at work. However, when he took further leave following the death of his dog, he was sacked. The tribunal concluded this was a step too far, as his previous leave had been legitimate and managers had failed to inform Mr. Portman that he could have applied for compassionate leave.
Okay, so about the step, they said that this step was too far, yeah, like the dismissal.
Yeah, he should have applied for compassionate leave.
Yeah, and so moreover, the company, like HR, was someone they didn't tell him, yeah, that he could apply for compassionate leave. So yeah, it was illegal. Okay, good. Then the next one.
4.
A report commissioned by the ECA, which represents European pilots, has raised concerns about aviation safety. The report found 17% of pilots were on insecure contracts and not employed directly by the airline, with young pilots being particularly badly affected. Many of them have no guarantees of work and not only have to pay for initial training, uniforms and overnight stays, but in some cases even subsidize the airline through pay-to-fly schemes, whereby young pilots can gain flying experience. The ECA is concerned about this casualization of contracts, because the report found pilots in this group were more reluctant to disobey the airline's instructions, even if they had safety or health concerns. It also claims the pilots may miss out on important training. The pilot union is therefore calling for new rules to crack down on these atypical contracts.
So insecure contracts, that's how they called. That's what they called.
Yeah. And also call for, it's like calling for new rules, yeah? The pilot union is therefore calling for new rules to crack down on these atypical contracts.
Yeah. Okay, so much easier.
And the last one, yeah, about this woman.
Yeah, and her father.
So as far as I got, so he wasn't pleased, yeah, with the fact of her pregnancy. Like, but yeah, let's listen to it once again.
5.
A woman has failed in her discrimination claim against the company which employed her, which refused to pay her wages in full when she went on maternity leave. What makes the case unusual is that the company, Caps Kitchen Tiles, is a family business run by her own father. Mandy Platt claimed the decision was the final straw in a series of incidents where her father had expressed displeasure at the pregnancy. Her father, Andy Capp, was relieved at the verdict, saying he'd fulfilled the statutory requirements with regards to his daughter and was simply ensuring his business remained secure to pass on to all his children.
So it was B. Oh, sorry, A. Employer. No, sorry. Employee did something though. No. Employer proved to be right. C.
Yeah. It's C. Yeah, definitely. So because a woman has failed in her discrimination claim against the company. Yeah. So, and But Mandy Platt claimed the decision was the final straw in a series of incidents where her father had expressed displeasure at the pregnancy. But he just said that he fulfilled the statutory requirements, and yeah, so that's it. Statutory is if I'm not mistaken, like legal requirements, yeah, and yeah, he just didn't do more than was required from him.
I know this word only because there is a term like statutory rape. It's
Uh-huh.
then you're under the age of consent. Concern.
Under the age.
Under the age, yes. Then you have, then you go into this kind of relationship before the age of consent, sorry.
Okay. Okay. So,
Statutory.
well, so from this time it was much easier.
Yeah.
So, and how do you think which four stories are true and which are no, and which is not? Which one is not? Do we have the answer for this?
I
Actually?
hope I hope with the one with the mother and her father, I mean with the daughter and her father, it would be really strange. I mean,
Yeah, it would be really strange. Agree. So let me check if we have the answer. Actually, yes, yeah, we're right. So the last story is not true. But there was a similar
nice.
case, though, between a mother and daughter who owned an estate agency. And the daughter left and set up her own estate agency, and they sued each other, one for stealing clients and one for harassment. Okay, funny. Well,
Yeah.
so, and we should discuss the questions. Yeah, so who would you side with, or side with? Wow, nice expression. So, who would you side with in
Yeah.
each case?
Oh. So the first one. Probably the employee who stole the biscuits. I like biscuits.
Actually, I believe yes. So I hate when somebody takes something that doesn't belong to them. So that's why I think I'm on the side the second guy.
Okay. Okay, nice. Good. What
Yeah,
about
we are quite unpleasant colleagues, I guess. Yeah, so we don't like sharing. Yeah.
yeah. Okay. What about like not lifeguards but firefighters? I think with
Firefighters.
firefighters because yeah, the situation is difficult with them.
Yeah, and especially so, I agree that at the age of 55, you already have like you already might have problems with health, with your
Yeah.
health, which might influence the quality of your work, and yeah, so it might be even dangerous, like for people who you are trying to save. Yeah, at least. So if we even think from this point of view. So I'm definitely with I side with the firefighters.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then number 3. Actually, again, I totally side with the postman. Yeah, because like actually 137 days in 5 years, it's not so many. It's like, so how many? It's 4 months in 5 years, and like 5 years it's 12, like 64 months in 60 months, so it's just nothing.
Yeah, the same here. Because I think I took much more sick leaves during my school work because it was a crazy time.
Yeah, agree. Okay, so actually, I just counted. Um, it's
Okay, so
it's just 6%. Okay, 6.5% of yeah, the technique, like data.
mhm. Yeah, it's not a lot like at all.
Yeah. Okay. So the next one, insecure. So pilots. Again, I'm totally with pilots because
Yeah. Yeah, you shouldn't 1 second. You shouldn't spend your own money on
Mhm,
job. It's the key, it's the employer's deal what to do with all these spendings. So you have
mhm,
to pay mm, for the uniform, for the hotels, because I can freely live without it, and you have to subsidize me with these
mhm,
things.
mhm. Yeah, agree totally. So, uh, it's inappropriate in my opinion. So, and like you
Yeah.
hire the people, and so it means that you are interested in the fact that all the conditions would be okay, at least, yet to fulfill the job, to do
Mm-hmm.
the job well. Okay. So, and the last one is not true. I think we can not discuss
Yeah.
it. Okay. Have there been any industrial disputes? Disputes. I always want to say disputes. So disputes in your country
Yeah, the same.
recently? I spoke about. Actually, I'm so bad at news, so that's why I even can't
Yeah,
remember.
I don't watch them like at all.
Mm-hmm.
So probably there were some cases, but again, I never heard about them. I've never heard about them.
I know that if I'm not mistaken, on Skillbox there was a kind of scandal not so long ago when Skillbox in oh my god, set up a new not set up, maybe launched a new system of payment for the teachers, for the English teachers, because
Ah,
Skillbox as well has like English courses, yeah, and
mm-hmm.
yeah, so Skillbox launched a new payment system, and yeah, it was very like totally not beneficial for teachers, yeah, and I remember this kind of scandal, but actually I don't know how it came out in the end, so and I don't know the results, so if they changed anything or not.
Ah, wild berries.
Ah,
The situation with wild berries, then workers went on strike. Do you remember?
ah, I heard something about it, but I don't know the details. What it was about? What happened?
I'm not I'm not sure myself, but probably they mentioned that for example, if the order is lost or changed or
Hmm.
something bad happened to it, so the person who pays for it is the person who holds like these places where you get the order, so they fully
Uh-huh.
so it's their
Responsibility, yes, so it's
yeah
there.
yeah sorry, yes, it's their responsibility, and they said that it's not okay, it's really really wrong, and they won't work like that, so they went on strike for a few days, I think, and then they had some kind of discussion, probably they have found a solution, but I'm not sure,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
but now everything is working okay.
Yeah, everything is working okay. Yeah, so actually That's really stupid.
Yeah.
Okay, so and the last one. So how strict are the employment laws in your country? Do you think that's good or bad? Well, actually, I don't think that. I think that the employment laws are strong. Oh my God, how did I start the sentence? No, that's awful. This heat is just melting my brain. So I don't think
Yeah.
that employment laws are strict enough in my country because I know a lot of companies, and I think that most of companies they manage to avoid paying taxes. They manage to avoid paying like enough money to the employees and so on and so forth. So I'm sure that laws are not so strict.
Yeah, and also we don't have enough unions that can protect our rights in case of unfair treatment from the employer.
Yeah. So I believe that in case you want to sue your employer, yeah,
Yeah.
so it would be hardly possible. So yeah. And it would take a lot of time, and it would take a lot of money, and maybe in the end, even if you win the case, maybe the compensation would be so small that it wouldn't cover your expenses on lawyers and so on and so forth. So yeah, I think so. I'm not sure.
Yes. Yeah,
This is
you're
how I
right.
see
Yes,
it.
you're definitely right. Unfortunately, yeah, probably it won't even cover the expenses on the lawyer.
Okay. Okay, then, and let's maybe stop here. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, because the brain is melting, and so I wish you.
Yeah. I promise I won't forget about the lesson on Thursday.
Okay. So I hope that actually they promised that starting from Wednesday it would be not so hot. So
Yeah, tomorrow we have like 26 degrees. It's not a lot. So
oh
we
my
will
God, yeah.
survive.
Fingers crossed. So have a nice
Yeah.
day.
Thank you. Okay, and I've sent the money through.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I saw it. I will send you the receipt. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry again. Okay, thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you. Bye
Have a nice
bye.
day.
Yeah, you too.